Hey everyone, my name is Prajakta and this video is for grade 9 science, chapter 1, matter in our surroundings, and today we will be learning topic number 3, change of state. Learning outcomes. In this video, we will be learning about what is change of state, effect of temperature on change of state, effect of pressure on change of state. Students, we know that matter exists in three physical states, that is solid, liquid and gas. So what is meant by change of state? Change of a substance from one physical state to another is called change of state. For example, conversion of ice to liquid water and water to gas, that is water vapor, is change of state. There are two important factors that are responsible for change of state, and they are temperature and pressure. So we will be learning how can matter change its state by changing temperature, by changing pressure, and sometimes by changing both temperature and pressure. The first effect we are going to learn is about changing the physical state by changing temperature. So here I have a small video for you all in which you will understand how increasing the temperature results into increasing of kinetic energy, which results in the change of state. Similarly, decreasing the temperature, how it affects the kinetic energy and also the physical state. So see, the temperature is first in negative -5. Now, as the temperature is increasing, the solid particles, it got changed to liquid. Ice got changed to water. And see how the particles are moving faster. Yes, the kinetic energy is slowly increasing, which is important to overcome the forces of attraction between the particles. Now we are going to study how liquid can be changed into gas. Again, we are going to do the same thing, increase the temperature. See, slowly now the temperature will be increasing. See, and see how the particles are now moving with greater speed. Yes, because the kinetic energy of the particles is increasing. And when the kinetic energy is sufficient enough to overcome the forces of attraction between the particles of liquid, they ultimately get converted to gas. Now we are going to study the reverse process, that is gas to liquid. So see, now the temperature is decreasing. Now see how the kinetic energy will also slowly decrease. The kinetic energy is decreasing and gas got converted to liquid. Now from liquid to solid, again the temperature is decreasing, and see how the kinetic energy of the particles will also decrease. See, the speed got less. And now the particles will come together because of strong interparticle force of attraction, and they will get converted to solid. Wonderful, isn't it? So this is how change in temperature affects the change of state. This is how the physical state changes on changing the temperature. So let us revise it once again through the diagram that is there in front of us. So initially we had solid state. Solid, so what we had to do to get converted to liquid? Yes, we had to heat it. So solid, when heated, gets converted to liquid, isn't it? And this very process in which solid changes into a liquid on heating is called as melting or fusion. Then we had liquid. Liquid, again on further heating, it got converted to gas. Isn't it, students? And this process, let us see what is this process called as. The process in which a liquid on heating changes into vapor is called vaporization. So this was the change of state from solid to liquid to gas on heating or on increasing the temperature. Now let us do the reverse. Now let us convert gas to liquid. So gas can be converted to liquid by cooling. Brilliant. Or by decreasing the temperature, isn't it? So let us see what is the name of this process. So the process in which the vapor on cooling gets converted into liquid is called condensation or liquefaction. And now let us move ahead. Now let us see how liquid can get converted to a solid. Again, we need to decrease the temperature or we need to cool the liquid, isn't it? Yes. So let us see what is this process called as. So the process in which a liquid on cooling changes into a solid is called as freezing or solidification. So these are the 4 important processes that result in the change of state. Again, let us have a quick revision. So solid to liquid, we need to heat it and the process is called as melting. Liquid to gas, again we need to heat and the process is called as vaporization. Similarly, gas to liquid, now we need to cool it and this process is called as condensation. And liquid to solid, again we need to cool it and this process is called as solidification. Students, now let us move to the process of sublimation. There are some substances like naphthalene, iodine and camphor which from the solid state on heating directly gets converted to the gaseous state. So this process by which a solid on heating gets converted to vapor state without passing through the liquid state is called as sublimation. And the reverse of this, that is, the process by which a vapor of a substance gets converted to solid without passing through the liquid state is called as desublimation or vapor deposition. Now, moving ahead, let us understand the changing physical state by changing pressure. So let us now study how the effect of pressure takes place on the physical states. So students, here we have an image in front of us. This is gas, liquid and solid. First, let us understand here the first image, that is of gas. gas, the particles here, they are very far from each other. Yes. And with the help of a piston, if we apply pressure on these particles of gases, then the particles, they will come closer to each other, which will decrease the kinetic energy of the particles or increase the interparticle force of attraction, and ultimately the gaseous particles will get converted to liquid. Liquid, on further application of pressure, again the same thing. That is, the kinetic energy of the particles will decrease further and the forces of attraction between the particles will increase, which will result into the increase in the force of attraction between the particles, and the liquid will get converted to solid. So when we increase the pressure, a gas gets converted to liquid, and liquids, on further increasing the pressure, gets converted to solid. Now let us understand the reverse process. Solids, once the pressure is removed or once the pressure decreases, gets converted to liquid, and liquids, once the pressure decreases, gets converted to gases. This happens because when the pressure decreases, the interparticle force of attraction, it also decreases. The kinetic energy increases and the particles move away from each other. So this is the effect of pressure on the physical states of the particles or on the physical state of matter. So we studied the different processes. From solid to liquid, the process is called as fusion or melting. From liquid to gas, the process is called as vaporization. And gas to solid, the process is called as sublimation, or we can also call it as desublimation. The reverse of it, solid to gas, the process is called as sublimation. Gas to liquid, the process is called as condensation. And liquid to solid, the process is called as solidification. Also, let us see the effect of heat or effect of temperature. Solid changing to liquid, we have to heat it. Liquid changing to gas, again we need to heat. Gas changing to liquid, we need to cool. And liquid changing to solid, again we need to cool the substance. Effect of pressure, for solid to change into liquid, we need to decrease the pressure. Liquid to change to gas, again we need to decrease the pressure. Similarly, gas changing to liquid, we need to increase the pressure. And liquid changing to solid, we need to increase the pressure. So this is, I'll quickly write pressure here. So this is the effect of temperature and pressure on the states of matter. Great. So I hope you understood this video. Thank you so much for watching.